All right.
Let's go.
It's another week of Models Talks, baby. The safe place for keeping it player, where we keep it kosher every time, all the time. The boys is back in town, baby. Keeping the show rolling. It's the boy SL. It's the boy T. You know what I'm saying?
You
Another
did.
week of hot takes, another week of keeping it player. You know what I'm saying?
Trying
How
to,
you
man, to the
how
utmost.
you doing?
I'm good. I'm starting out this episode. I don't got no drink, no liquor. Let's see how this goes.
Okay. Well, I got some wine for you, of course.
You got some wine. I told you I had an amazing Riesling at Firebirds.
Yeah, I
I
heard
had a nice
Yeah.
Chardonnay.
Were you able to cop that?
I didn't find that, but I did find a nice Chardonnay that I like from the grocery store. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
But
is
how
the grocery store's finest, food line's finest.
food
Straight
lines
from the
fun?
hills of California, Sauvignon Blanc. You know?
Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah.
See, because I used to only like Riesling because it's sweet, but now, like I said, I'm going into some Chardonnay and you know what I'm saying, Sauvignon Blanc. Those are good too.
Yeah, I don't like that too sweet of stuff anymore. You know.
But that's
My
what I'm saying.
taste
Riesling is sweet if you get a good one. It's not OD sweet.
Yeah. You say how I'm doing. I'm doing well. I think you say, when I say we keep it in place, I'm trying to, and I realize keeping a player is a full-time job.
Oh yeah, you're challenged.
Like it's like being a superhero. You always got to make, you always got to make the right decisions at all times. In the heat of battle, there's a lot of in life in your day-to-day experiences. There's a lot of times it's easy to go the route less traveled, the player route.
Oh yeah.
It's
You
easy
seen
to
The
say,
Boys?
yeah, that show is amazing.
It's just like The Boys. Like you would think superheroes don't always make the right choices, and The Boys, they found out that a lot of the superheroes are just doing whatever the fuck they want to do, and they're covering it up. But being a player and just like carrying and having your morals and values every day, it's a battle. It's because some new bullshit. Every day, it's some new bullshit.
Speaking of I'm starting to love this new, genre of anti-superhero shows. So I binge watched Invincible this week.
Oh yeah, I watched that too. Shout out to Invincible.
Amazing. I mean, the last episode was a lot. Every episode.
I'm like, your name should not be Invincible, my G. Like, you're not invincible. You get fucked. He almost died like twice in the fucking show.
Yeah, he almost died.
No, really, he almost died like once, but he get his ass kicked a lot.
No, he almost died twice.
Spoiler alert: he almost died when he fought the motherfucking that wolf nigga, right?
He almost died when he was fighting his pops. His pops was literally one punch away from ending his shit. In the season finale.
Talking about when he was training?
No, in the season finale, fam.
He wasn't fighting his dad though.
Bro, you haven't watched the season finale.
He was fighting the big kaiju monster, right?
Bro, the last episode, he literally fought his dad for like 30 minutes.
It's only 7 episodes, right?
No, it's 8.
Oh, okay. So I stopped on the 8th one. I thought that was the fucking last one. Okay, I got one more to watch then. Don't tell me.
Yeah.
Now you spoiling. Okay. Because they must have been releasing it week by week. Because I caught it late and I thought all the episodes were already out. But Amazon, just like with The Boys, Amazon, they drop it every week, 1 episode a week. So I thought that I had waited enough time to where I could just binge it all. So I binged the first 7. Okay.
Oh, no. Go watch that next one. We'll talk next week.
Oh, that's what I'm going to do after I get off. Shout out to
Bruh.
Amazon Prime.
It's,
but yes.
I kind of spoiled a little bit, but almost spoiled without spoiling it. It's the show is graphic anyway, but this ending episode, this finale, graphic is not even the word, family.
Damn. Well, yeah, he was already fucking punching through people and ripping off heads, smashing heads.
Bro, it's some of the wildest shit I've ever seen. Like, it's The Boys is graphic, but they can't get as graphic as what they were doing. Like, The Boys was OD graphic. Heads blowing off and shit. This last episode,
I think it's on the same level, nigga. They was running through people.
Bro, I love it. I love what Amazon is doing, carving out new adult superheroes. Because one, I think it's great to see that superheroes have real life dilemmas of like, I can't save everybody, or I can't be a good person all the fucking good time. Like, I think this is a great genre they're hitting on. And I think it's some of the things that we had gripes with DC about is that, they're superheroes that they start gravitating towards that space of like real, real personable human superheroes. And then they get away from it and do some fuck shit. So I think Amazon kind of seen that as taking the torch on that.
But yeah, for sure. Like, but see, that's the shit we like. Just like I think that's why the Joker DC did good, because it was like it was grounded, it was real, it showed the villain, and then like and then in Amazon they're making it like, or even the superheroes the villains, or the people that we think are the good people, the fucked up ones. Because we see in Invincible, Omni-Man's supposed to be whoever he's supposed to be, but he's fucking killing other people and he's doing other shit. You know what I'm saying? Lying to people and being deceitful. Side note, I got some Jack Daniels now.
Got some Jack. Turn it up.
But yeah, for sure, I'm definitely watch episode 8.
That's a great show. But how you been, man? You got anything to keep it funky with this week?
Yeah. So I'm realizing how advanced the social media filter game is.
Okay.
I didn't know, like I knew, I've even made jokes in the past about how the filters, people use the filters, but I thought I could spot it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought that with my naked eye, I could spot the filters. Like, oh, right. She got a filter on that picture. Oh, they using this on that. But I fucked around and I was chilling in the car, waiting for my lady to come out of the store, and I just got on the joint doing some playing with the filters. They be having funny shit, little games and shit on the Instagram filters. And it was a filter, and I put it on, and nigga, when I tell you, my face was perfect. Like, I looked like I think I look in my head. Like, it was, because, when you're in the car, sometimes the light coming through the windshield, you be seeing every fucking blemish on your face. I don't know.
Yeah.
But nigga, I put this filter on, and nigga, my face was perfect, and it changed the color of my shirt. My shirt was blue. They changed my shirt to gray. The red was pink. I was like, yo, this shit is more advanced. And it went on top of some other shit that I found out scrolling through the Explore page. It was a video of somebody showing how they tweak their pictures with the auto-tune Facetune shit.
Mm.
So she wasn't tweaking so much her face, she was tweaking like her waist. And like you'd be thinking, oh, I can see if they tweak the waist because it'll morph the rest of the picture. No, you would not know. She did a lot. She screen recorded her phone and was showing how she took her waist in like a little bit just to create more of a shape than she really had. So in my head, I'm just realizing that probably everything that we see on these screens, especially when it comes to women trying to sell something, especially their bodies, probably fucking fake. It's probably fucking fake.
The game is nasty, bro.
I didn't know it was that nasty. I didn't know it was that advanced.
You were behind the curve.
Oh yeah, I'm way behind now. Realize.
Yeah. I mean, is it our fault? Is it our fault as men? Like,
no, you know what? No, it's not our fault. Listen, okay. Let's say this. The argument I've heard, right, is that, well, that's the shit that get all the likes. That's the shit that y'all drool over, right? And this is women probably talking to a man, trying to tell them, like, all these women are doing all these things to look a certain type of way. Really, that's part of it. That's true. I can't say that's false, because when you go on the likes and the views of people showing off their body in whatever way they're doing it, they're higher than people with clothes on. But that's just sex sells. But also, it's the money that's behind all of that shit. Like, there's profit in you being a certain type of shape, or having a certain type of look, or being naked, just straight up naked. You can get money behind that shit. But it's like the lengths that people are willing to go to get the shit, and the things that they're willing to do to manipulate and make themselves look certain. Like, we already knew about. I thought I knew all about filters. No, we knew about angles. They're trying to hide their double chin here, or they're trying to make it look like this, or she only takes selfie pictures. You never see no pictures of her. Someone else take the picture of them from a distance away, or you know what I'm saying? Or like, but now it's just, and I guess to answer your question, is it men's fault? It's a vicious cycle. You know what I'm saying? One feeds the other. You know what I'm saying? And it goes around and around and around. But the lovely thing about it, we can delete our social media. We can live in the real world. We can have real interactions with people where we're not having these just passing interactions with profiles and pictures of people we don't even fucking know. So that is the solution to it. But for sure, it's like a vicious cycle. It's vicious.
I think point out a good point. It's a symbiotic relationship. That there's a lot of working elements to get that got us to where we're at, or got women to where they're at, where they got to do filters on a fucking regular photo to get more likes, and there's all that justification, and that ego, and that validation that comes with those likes. I guess I have to think about that sometimes because men deserve men. We have. It seems like every day there's a reason we're getting slandered. And
yeah, niggas deserve some of it though.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what percentage is that slander warranted for us.
I think it's over 50. Less than 80. Less than 80. Less than 80. Between 50 and 80. Because actually, niggas really.
You know what? I'm gonna give us some grace. I'm a minimalist. I'm gonna give us 50. I'm gonna give us 50. Because listen, yeah. Because I think this is where my mind's at, right? It's not our fault. It's scientifically proven that men love a certain. We talked about this. It's scientifically proven that men love a certain shape for the most part. Women they got. We're keeping it with black men, right? We keep black men. Black men scientifically love like a proven shape. We love, nice curvy hips, ass, voluptuous titties, nice lips,
Yeah, you had to go to the lip. Thank you for saying the lips. The lips get overlooked too much.
Yeah, voluptuous lips, man. Yeah. So it's scientifically proven. We are a machine. So black men, like, for the most part, right?
Our bodies are machines. Listen, my heart beats. I don't even think about it.
Right. And so this is where I give us 50% of it. We're doing what's naturally God given us. We're supposed to. It's a natural response to go gravitate towards that, right? This is our 50%. All right. Now the way I'm not giving us all the blame for it, because you know why? Because the man knows scientifically, sees what we react to, and the other women of other cultures wants to steal away from our black women in the black culture. So they're using what we like to drive, quote unquote, what the embodiment of sexiness is.
But that is, I agree with everything you said. But just like men use money to manipulate people or women, don't women use their sexuality to manipulate men?
Right. So that's why I'm not giving. Hey, you can give whatever percentage you want to give to women for that one. You can give 30, you can give 25.
And not the passively. I'm talking about the active people. Like, just like there's niggas with money that's not out here just tricking on women, trying to buy women. There's niggas with money that have very stable home lives and very stable relationships. Right. But there's also men that get money and they're like, okay, I'm just gonna buy this and buy that and buy this, buy that to attract what I want. And then once I attract what I want, I'm just gonna buy that.
Right.
There's women that's actively like, okay, I'm gonna dress like this, I'm gonna dress like that, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go there to attract what they want to attract.
And I'm not mad at you doing that.
Actively trying to get something. Not people that are just like, literally, I was born with these lips. I was literally just born with this hair. I was literally, you know what I'm saying? There's people that are like, okay, I'm going to get these lips, I'm going to get this hair, and I'm going to get this dress, and I'm going to go to this place.
And I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at it.
Well, you can contribute to how it's manipulated, to say that this younger generation in terms of how they want to face tune and everything like that, because they see that's how you get the money, that's how you get the attention, that's how you get the likes and everything like that. So I'm giving that like 30%. You know what I'm saying? Once let's just say once popular culture got the hook of what rap culture really likes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said that right. Popular culture saw what rap culture likes or hip hop culture likes. popular culture wanted to emulate that and
Yeah, a lot
drive.
has to do with hip hop. A
Yeah,
lot, like,
you know what I'm
because
saying?
even the lifestyle is a hip hop lifestyle.
Exactly.
But then hip hop is kind of imitating the drug lifestyle, which is the street lifestyle,
Sure.
which is the excuse me, which is the not the antithesis, probably, which is just the opposite of the rich corporate lifestyle. Like, why do people go to the streets to get their money? Because they can't get it within the system.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they're just the inverse. So the streets is the inverse of the corporate. And so people trying to imitate the corporate, people trying to imitate the street lifestyle, making hip hop where they're not really living street lifestyle. But it's the lifestyle, man. It's the good times, it's the money, it's the cars, the clothes, the women, the vacations, the and then also the getting sucked, the suckage, the thirst. When I walk in the room, everybody looks at me. Everybody notices me. I change the temperature when I go places, which is all ego.
Yeah. I
Because
mean,
they always go ahead.
I mean, my last point, I'm gonna give like 5-10%. Even though I don't think that it's necessarily their fault for this, but that Kardashian family, they're now like the emulation, like they're like quote unquote standard of beauty, I guess, right? But
That's
because
cap.
they have that body which they emulated from black
Black
women,
women, black women.
right? And
But
now
black women get slandered for it, and black women get they called provocative, curvaceous. Like, I remember like that news chick lady that was just wearing the same dress as the white girl, and they tried to say that her dress was inappropriate, but the white girl's wasn't, because she naturally is just built that way.
she
Like,
ain't got no the
they
white girl ain't got no
they
ass.
literally demonized and exploited the black body. But when a white person does it, it's praised and it's put on another level, and you cannot dispute that. They put a black woman in a fucking circus because her ass was so fat. They fucking paraded her around. Then they took her body and stuffed it and put it in a museum. This is history. But it's crazy. It's crazy. It's just really crazy. And I was about to say something before I went on that tangent, but it'll come to me later. It's just, obviously we know sex is basically the driving force of life, man. To reproduce, to recreate. So
It's literally one of the few things you're on this planet to do.
like, for a fact I'm here to procreate.
Yes.
So it's like our whole anatomy, like you say, men are a lot machines, right? And it's like our whole anatomy, all of our instincts are kind of geared towards reproduction, geared towards sex. You know what I'm saying? But then when you start to deviantly go after that shit, like become it the main, because obviously there's more to life than sex, bro. There's love, there's nature, there's art, there's food. You know what I'm saying? It's more to life than sex. You know what I'm saying? But that aspect is just so lucrative. Like, it's so compelling. Like, like, it's hard, it's irresistible. Like, it's literally irresistible for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? That's why no matter how much the porn industry gets pirated, or you can download a movie online, porn is still a very successful industry.
It's probably the most. We don't like. I feel like they. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I think that they're probably the most successful industry. Like, if everything was to get shut down today, like the water start moving, the grocery stores start was closed, the electricity stop moving or whatever. Niggas are gonna find a way to fuck, and niggas are gonna find a way to watch somebody.
Niggas gonna be fucking in the dark. niggas gonna be. Yeah, this is true.
They're gonna fuck in the dark, or they're gonna try to. If they can't watch somebody fuck in the dark, they're gonna hear somebody fucking. They're gonna hear somebody fuck in the dark.
They're gonna be fucking by candlelight. But like, this is what I'm saying though. So I think as we're humans, right? We kind of at the top of the food chain of this shit. The aliens are above us. Well, let me not say that. God, I don't want to talk about God is above us. You know what I'm saying? So on this plane, we kind of have domain over this shit. Like, we run it how we see fit. And then the people, obviously, we're at the lower part of the totem pole. I'm not making world-changing decisions. I'm kind of just making day-to-day decisions for myself. I don't even know where the fuck I was going with that. I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm losing all my track of mind. I smoked a little bit consecutively. Maybe that has something to do with that.
Consecutively.
Yeah, because I'm a nigga. I don't smoke consecutively no more. I don't be smoking days in a row.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I might smoke the max 2 days in a row. But man, it's just like we know the power of sex, and oh, that's what I was gonna go with it. We know the power of sex, but it's up to us to control ourselves because we call ourselves the higher being. We call ourselves evolved. We call ourselves civilized. We call ourselves knowing the difference between right and wrong. Yeah. So we have to walk the talk the walk the talk, walk the talk. We have to walk the talk. So it's just not succumbing to that lower frequency all the time. Obviously everybody got to get freaky. You got to get nasty. You got to you got to get that horny out, but you got to do it consensually and with someone who you're committed to and you're being safe with. You know what I'm saying? Especially as you get older.
Let's not say committed to.
Okay, no, that's what I'm saying. You're right. You don't have to be committed to them, but you do have to have an understanding and a definitely a good rapport with that person. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I just was kind of focused on the consensual part and also the safe part. I want you to be safe and I want you to be consensual. And not creepy, which we're going to talk about later. Not to be creepy. Don't be creepy.
I had a different Keep It Funky, but this one came to my mind literally like 2 seconds ago. Because I was looking at myself in the camera. And I was looking at my teeth. And I thought about it. I'll be shit. You know what I'm saying? I do what I can. When I thought about myself, like, I thought about this, like, when the ego is at the highest, bro? Ego? It's when you're in the gym in front of that mirror lifting.
Oh, listen. I was just there today, bro.
Yo, fam. I was like, yo, is this me?
Oh, there. It's all me, baby.
I hit my man Dom. I said, yo, I've been looking good for a long time.
I don't know what's going on. But the funny part about that? The funny part about that is you do know what's going on. You're making intentional decisions to do what you're doing. Like when you're in the gym and you lift, you like, nigga, like my arms look good right now. Like my arm, like, and then I think that's the lure of the gym, because you look at yourself and be like, if I just do this, then I can make this look like this. And then I'll look even better,
It was,
but keep going.
You know what the problem was? The problem is already you're in the gym, you're lifting, so your testosterone is it's through the roof, right?
Mm-hmm.
Catch yourself in a good light, and then whatever music I was listening to at the moment had me pumped, it had me rocking.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all those, it's like the triple threat, good lighting, pump,
primary,
in the mirror. I'm out here feeling myself super, like my ego was going through the roof. I know I wasn't the best, physically fit nigga in the area. It's probably there was, more buffer, leaner niggas.
Nigga a little more buff than you.
Yeah, a little bit more buff than me. But if you nigga wanted to run up, like I felt like, even though I am in a community relationship, but I felt like I was Mr. Steal Your Bitch at that moment. And that's a problem. Yeah. There's something in the mirror. I think they put something in the air in the gym.
Probably just pumping a little more oxygen.
A little bit more oxygen where you're a little bit more, your ego is going crazy at the moment. I don't know what it is. I just thought about that.
I can definitely agree with you. I actually went to the gym today, and it's like, you're just in the mirror, you're lifting, you get the little pump, so the blood is in your arms, the blood is in your chest, the blood is in your legs. So you're looking bigger, you're like, it's a good feeling. It's definitely a good feeling. And it's like the potential, like where I could go or where I'm at or where I came from. I feel like I know where I was at, and I look at me now. And then like, where can I go from here? So it's definitely
dangerous, bro. It's dangerous. You don't need to do that before you go out. Mm-hmm. Like, go get a.
Bro, now I understand. Those used to be the best nights, though.
Now I understand why the niggas on Jersey Shore used to get a pump before they went out.
My nigga, we used to, when we was back in 2016, I told you to get the pump real quick. But like, those used to be some of my best like nights when I was younger going out. Like I would have the gym membership. So Friday I get off work, chill, eat. Then I go to the gym before we went out on Friday. And I would just feel like sexier. Like I would feel like, all right, I done put in some work tonight. Like, and I would just feel good about myself. You know what I'm saying? And I would be more confident. And I would be, you know what I'm saying? And like, that's a cheat code for sure. That's a cheat code.
I get it.
That's a cheat code.
And secondly, I want the Miles Talks family as a family We just need to have a honest conversation about DJ Khaled, man. Is it time? Is it time for him to give the jig is up? I think he gets one or two nice, one or two couple of bangers, and all right, maybe if it's not DJ Khaled, but DJ Khaled is the first one that comes to mind because he just dropped the album. Is
Mhm.
the DJ putting all these random people together on a track? Is that style of music done for?
See, you're asking the people, but I'm gonna answer a little bit. The collab album it might have lost its nostalgia, or maybe particularly DJ Khaled, but he had a hell of a run. He had a hell of a run.
I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying he didn't have a hell of a run. I'm just saying, is it time do we just have, is it time we come to him like,
I
look,
had to listen to the album. You got to evaluate the music, but like, because even though his last two albums, when he was like, Khaled got to his height, his Snapchat fame and shit like that. But Khaled is of the culture.
okay, yeah, sure.
He is a product of Miami, and you know what I'm saying. He's linked up with Terror Squad and Fat Joe from the beginning. Well, not from, but even in the beginning, and like he has his ties are real. You know what I'm saying? He got Jay-Z features, he got Beyonce features. This nigga is connected. You know what I'm saying? And he's man, you put your hands up. Yeah, he's leveraged his connection to create things that we will remember and that have been very successful. But you're trying to say that this album he's on the decline, is what you're trying to say?
I'm just saying it's got a lot of big names on it, and it's not big name music. I don't know if it's the beat selection or if niggas is tired of the. It's just.
It wasn't hitting.
It wasn't. There was of course, you got the Nas and Jay-Z song, but if you put Nas and Jay-Z on a fucking song, what do you expect? It's like you have the cheat codes. Literally, like your connection is a cheat code.
Like, it's like LeBron.
If you run down the name, if you run down the name of the album, the people on this album, it would be it's classic material. It's classic artist name material for an album, right? You got Jay-Z, you got Nas, you got Big Sean, you got Bryson Tiller, you got Lil Baby all over, you got Meg, the Baby, you got A Boogie, you got Lil Wayne, Jeremiah, like Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake. You've got literally the best people in the industry.
Yeah, it's the All-Star game.
And it's like it's not like you don't see, it's not rave reviews for this album, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he continuously does that. And I remember for the last album, it was cool for a hot second, and then nothing stuck.
It's not staying. It's not staying. And you're making a very good point.
I'm saying, like, is it time for him? Is it time as a culture we reevaluate the what you call it, the collaborative album,
the collab albums, and just like in the, I guess they would call compilation. Like, they're compilations, but they're DJ. It's a DJ's album. Like, a DJ will make a compilation album. And
go ahead.
So you're raising very valid points, and to me, I think it's just the formula that we've seen over and over again. Niggas. It's no surprise. You know what I'm saying? Like you're saying, like there is a very beautiful part of life, and in music in particular, when you hear a new artist for the first time and you fall in love with their music, or you fall in love with their voice, or just new sounds and new shit like that. But Khaled, he doesn't deal with new artists at all. Mm-hmm. All the people that he's featured on his albums are established superstars. Yep. You know what I'm saying? We've heard this before. Like, it's hard to root for the top dog. You know what I'm saying? And these artists are the top dog. Now, we've seen you do it once, twice, three. All your albums have been this, technically. Outside of probably your first couple when you had Ace Hood and whatever artist you had on your thing. Matter of fact, see, look, I can't even name nobody besides Ace Hood that he actually fed into their career. Everybody else has been top niggas.
Yeah, Vado, I think, at one point too.
Yeah, but what did he do with Vado?
Just nothing.
Vado didn't even get the shine that Ace Hood got. But that's what I think is contributing to your feeling of possibly the jig being up, is that we've seen this formula, and we're kind of it's not even fresh anymore. Even you can get all the new beats, you can get all the new verses, but it's just not. Like I said, I haven't even listened to it. Now I did listen to the Jay-Z and Nas feature because Nas was my first favorite rapper, and Jay-Z is Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? So I watched that video and listened to that, but outside of that, I haven't tapped into the whole album. So I think you may be right. I'm gonna give it a listen and I'll let you know.
I mean, you know, it's just I just want to have a conversation. And if anything is not say anything bad about Khaled and Khaled what he's doing, because like I say, he's part of the culture. I don't know if he does anything for black people, like gives money back to black people, but whatever. He's part of the culture. And even if it's not like, I'm not telling him to get out of music. Maybe you do a one person album. You collab with one person. Do like what
maybe do a whole, yeah.
Do what like Hit Boy's been doing, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, Alchemist, or, you know, all, you know.
Yeah, DJ. Like actually do pick one artist and but see, like, this is what I thought of when you first talked about this before we started recording. The running joke with Khaled was like, he would say, we the best. We like, nigga, what are you the best? Like, what do you do besides scream on the track? And I guess over the years, we've learned more that, okay, he deals with putting the artists together. He'll deal with the building of the beat, or picking the beats, or picking the directions of the song. Or, you know what I'm saying? He's like a Diddy type of producer. You know what I'm saying? An executive producer. He has the ear. But nigga, what do you really do? Are you pushing the buttons? Are you finding the samples? Are you creating the beats? No. So it's like, maybe, you know, it's just catching up with him. And great success to him. I started following Khaled on Snapchat, bro. It was the funniest shit and the most lovely shit to watch.
Oh yeah, bro. Like, yeah.
When he got lost in the jet ski, when he, you know what I'm saying, when he would pull up to finger licking or do whatever he was doing, when he would go out and pray to the lion, and you know what I'm saying, he'd be talking in patois. Like that shit, like I really tapped into the spiritual side of shit, because when he would really like look up to the sky, I'd be like, thank you, like I'm blessed, I'm grateful. Like that shit, it definitely triggered that in me, like just to remember, bro, like you are blessed above all else just to be walking around. You know what I'm saying? So that's what people bought into that. Then he was coming with the superstars. It's like, well, of course I'm gonna check it out. Of course it's gonna do numbers because everyone's checking it out. It's Beyonce. Nigga. It's Future. It's, you know what I'm saying?
Like it's a cheat code. You're lit. Like, come on, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's LeBron. It's LeBron and AD. You know what I'm saying? And now it's KD.
Tell me you have a Nas and a Jay-Z. You tell me you have a Nas and a Jay-Z song or a Drake song. What the fuck you think niggas are gonna do?
Listen, bro, it's Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden, bro. I'm fucking watching. Like, I'm tapping it, you know what I'm saying? So, is the jig up? You guys tell us.
I just want to, what's the meme with Charles Barkley? I'd like to start a dialogue.
I'd like to start.
That's all.
I don't think I've ever. Listen. I've never liked to start a dialogue until I was in a relationship, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna talk about this. Let's start a dialogue. Let's talk. Fuck it. We here. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
At this age,
I've never really wanted to start it. There's things that I wanted to know about, especially internet wise. But you know, I have a measly amount of followers. You know, they don't really talk back to me unless I say something funny or something that they agree with. So if ain't nobody really trying to start a dialogue with me.
I mean, but I do want to give you your flowers, though. You know why?
Why?
Because without giving too much information, I don't want to know what you guys talk about. But my man Reggie gave you a shout out this week. You know.
Oh yeah, man.
Helped him out during, you know, he might be going through something, you know, but whatever. The overlying tones is that, you know, brothers talk to brothers and get each other through things. And that's what we try to advocate on this show. So I want to give you your flowers for that.
I appreciate that, and shout out to Reggie, to Warriors and Rogues on Instagram. Warriors and Rogues BNB is his apparel page. Yeah, man, and like you said, it comes down to just checking on niggas, you know, and like even like in the time when you like to do it, because I realized I like to call my niggas when I'm a little drunk. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm a little high, but it's like I'm not gonna do it late night. But like, say you're drinking and it's like 9:30, bro. Like just go through your phone and like hit up the niggas when you talk to them in a minute. And I can honestly say that's not me most of the time. Like I don't always like I talk to you a lot, but it's like I don't normally just hit up all my niggas from back home and just niggas I ain't seen in a while. So you know, something was just on my heart just to hit up name. And Reggie's not the only nigga I called that night. So you know what I'm saying? It's just calling your niggas and having a heart to heart because we're not as close to each other as we were when we was in school or when we was living together, or like even back to high school days. We used to see your niggas every single day. Now we're adults, we're working. We might see each other once a month. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I appreciate that, man. And it really warmed my heart for him to shout me out like that, because you know, what we talked about, I felt in what he was saying, but I just didn't know, he would give me a shout. So shout out to bro.
Yeah, that's important. And I think, me personally, I gotta do better with that myself. You know what I'm saying? Just calling niggas and checking on niggas and seeing, how niggas is doing. You know what I'm saying? But that was something admirable. And that's how I know niggas don't really have, the internet don't have real friends. Let's just say that people on the internet don't have real friends, because people like men don't talk to each other. Yeah, we don't talk to each other every fucking day, but when we do, we talk.
Yeah,
to
we
each
really
other.
talk about real shit. Like, and shout out to Uncle Dominique, because that's one of the niggas that kind of sets the tone for, like, my nigga, he'll just call and we'll talk about nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I've seen that with him. Like, when I'm around my niggas, like, I'm not afraid to say anything or talk to y'all niggas about anything. But I've seen that with Dom, especially with his core group of friends, like from that he grew up with. Like, them niggas will just be talking on the phone. Like, he'll just holler at them niggas and start talking. So, you know what I'm saying? I could kind of say, like, some of that has rubbed off on me, because that nigga would talk my ear off, and I'd be like, it's just good to just listen sometimes. It's just good to just even talk about nothing. Like, nigga, what's going on? Nah, shit, nigga. Just in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Just like on some old school shit, like when back in the day when like niggas would really just call niggas on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now it's like we got all this they say we have all this technology, but we're less connected when we have more ways to connect with people. So it just goes back to a phone call.
Blessings.
Mm-hmm.
Blessings.
What you want to talk about, nigga? What's going on?
Oh shit! There's a lot going on in terms of fuck shit.
Is there? I'm gonna just be dodging it. I feel like it was like slow as we could see.
I mean, the devil's always working. There's always conversations about men and women. That's number one. And number two.
Oh, that shit sells. Men versus women will always sell.
Always.
Just like pussy.
I mean, let's keep it light, man. We talked about some shit on the pre-recording. Let me see. Let me write down.
Well, we had niggas being friends with girls, and we had creep niggas.
So let's start with niggas being friends with girls. That leads into creep niggas.
There you go. So this started because Steve Harvey, and it seemed like an older clip. He got on the internet talking about, the reporter asked him, it was a woman, and she said, "Can men be friends with women?" And he's like, "Can it be so?" And then Steve Harvey, the author of Think Like a Man, which went on to be a theatrical movie with Kevin Hart and many various actors. Yeah. He came and said, "No, I can't be friends with a woman." He's like, because the reporter was like, "Because you're married?" He's like, "No, not married." And he went on to go say, "No, because she's attractive. Eventually want to fuck her." And it's like, no, really, all the niggas that you think are your friend, if ever given a chance to fuck you. That was his basic thing. And I loved, when I saw it, it was a retweet and someone was like, "This nigga didn't say one fact." And I was like, and I liked that shit, and I might have retweeted it because that's untrue. Now, maybe what he was speaking to, and I'm just crazy, I'm helping Steve Harvey argue out, but there are men who pretend to be friends with girls, be nice to them, do friendly things, act like they don't want to have sex with them, all under the guise of eventually trying to get close enough to them to where they guard drop, then they panties drop, and then they hit. You feel me? But there are actually women and men who carry on platonic relationships where they are really each other's friend and confidant, and they talk to each other, get perspective. Bro, like, I learned so much from just talking to women. Like, literally. I remember, like, when I first got to VCU, I knew you, and then I knew this girl who used to live in my neighborhood. She had already been at VCU. And I started hanging out with her for a little bit, and she had a whole group of girlfriends, and it would just be me in a room full of women. And the shit that they would talk about, I was like, damn, I didn't know women talked like this. I didn't know women felt like this. And I learned so much by just being in those rooms. So it is an asset for you to have a woman in your life outside of your partner who can give you the female perspective on shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it's wonderful to have a partner that you can get female, but we talk about friendship. Like, men and women can 100% be friends. Like, I seen it with you. Like, you was one of the first niggas I knew that had a friend that was a girl.
Yeah.
And I think even back in the day, I would say to you like, so you hitting that joint? And you'd be like, no, nigga, like that's my nigga. Like
Yeah.
you was one of the first niggas to even like 100%. Like my nigga Darius, shout out to D Money, him and you was like the first niggas like, no, y'all had like legit friends that were good.
Yeah. It's simple. Like I think you hit it on the head, bro. It's that point about having it's like an ally in the other field. Well, I said that, but like it's like having an ally on the enemy side, right? Because they're gonna tell you, what the other, the best way to maneuver around the minefields and shit like that. But it's just, you don't need to be around niggas your whole, all the fucking time because we are stupid.
Yeah, niggas. Some niggas are smart, but
yeah,
not all.
But you just need to. There's only two types of genders on this planet, and you shouldn't.
Oh wait, Chris. I think our listeners may agree, but some people. Never mind. Just keep going. I'm not gonna stop you.
Okay. All right.
Gender is a debate. People are debating gender, but we'll go with your premise. There are two genders.
Let's say sexes then. Two sexes. Is that right? Gender
kind of same. Gender and sex might be different. I don't fucking know. Just continue.
I think sex is scientific. I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know.
Might have something to do with hormones.
Yeah.
That might be it. Sex is something, but gender is different. I think you might be right.
So there's two sexes on this planet. You should at least have friends on both sides of the field. You know what I'm saying? I think there is a point that is more difficult for people on the other sides of the sexes that are around attractive people to be friends with. I think it's more difficult, but it can be done. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you guys think each other are attractive. So like, but then at that point, you're neither friends anymore, right? If you start putting attraction and sexuality into things. Like,
well, listen,
you're crossing that boundary, right?
I'm gonna throw it back, bro, and shout out to Lil Durk for saying this bar. I'm probably gonna fuck it up. He's like, shawty calling niggas her bros. I used to be her bro, and I used to fuck on her, so I know what's going on with her. Like we knew back in the day, people call people, oh, that's my sis, oh, that's my bro. But you and your bro and your sis, y'all done fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like that's and I'm like I said, I'm gonna speak back to you and your relationship. That used to be my mentality off top. Bro, I'm not friends with no girl because what the fuck do I need a friend that's a girl for? That's what I used to think. And I'm like, I'm definitely not, especially not gonna be no friend with no girl that I'm not fucking or that I won't fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like that didn't make sense to me. But then obviously with maturity and time and then actually having a friend with a girl, and I was like, nigga, like this. And a matter of fact, girls will tell you how bad of a friend you are more than niggas. Yes. Some niggas will tell you, but like if you're a bad friend to a girl, she's gonna be like, you're a horrible friend. You don't do this. And now some of it may be playful, but there's always some realness. And some of it will be real. And Steve Harvey, bro. Steve Harvey.
Well, listen, I've already said my displeasure with that nigga. But
Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
I'm an advocate niggas for will fake to be. Yes, niggas will fake like they're girls' friends to fuck. Yes, okay, it happens. But can a man be a friend with a girl? Can a man have a friend that's a girl? Yes. Can a girl have a friend that's a man? Yes.
Yes. Like I still have a lot of friends that are females. You know what I'm saying? Like, or women or whatever the term is now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's so much better when you don't fuck them. Like, if you fuck your friends, it's gonna ruin the friendship.
Yes. Now the question is, right? So this is why I think there is the argument, right? When that day comes and the woman pulls up and wants to fuck on you, and you said we're friends, right? And she says like, what you want to do? And she gives you the green light. Do you say no, we're friends?
We're talking about a solid individual and somebody that actually, you gotta say no. That's what you're supposed to do.
Okay. I just want to test you.
Hey, this is if that day comes. What do you mean if that day comes? The day's not supposed to ever come. Y'all not on that type of time. Really, that's your sis. That's your sis. That's your bro.
You might be drinking. She comes crashes at your crib or some shit. And you start off.
You sound like a Jasmine Sullivan skit right now. Oh, we were friends and we got drunk and so on. So listen, I've heard
It
from
happens.
women my whole life being drunk ain't an excuse for shit.
Oh,
I'm just like, listen, we say we like player shit, and one of the cornerstones of being a player is morals and values. And you said at the beginning of shit, your morals and values get tested every day. It's hard to keep shit player, but you're supposed to keep shit player. If someone is in a space in your life that is your friend and they try to cross the line with you, if you got morals and values, you're supposed to keep it that way.
yeah.
No, I'm not gonna act like if you're single and your single girlfriend tries to come through and fuck you, you be like, no, shit, you might not have nothing to do that day. You know what I'm saying? You be like, well, shit, I ain't doing shit anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, fuck.
But normally, women are pretty good at keeping boundaries, are less so good at keeping boundaries. But women, in my whole life, I done seen women hold the line on nigga. What are you talking about, nigga? You my friend. Like, no, that's my friend. Niggas my friend. Once a lot of women make that distinction with niggas, they really can do it. And if women could do it, I believe men could do it. Once a nigga make a distinction with you, like, nigga, that's what you
I agree with you. I'm just trying to be messy.
Hey man, shit, this world is messy. So, like I said, morals and values is what a player would do. So, keep it tight. But morals and values are not what a lot of creepy niggas have. You like how I did that?
I see where you're going.
But what was you talking about that made you bring up creep niggas before? Like, what was we talking about?
All right, so this is a conversation like we're gonna have, but I want our followers and our viewers to contribute with this, right? This is a question, right? When was a time that you were on the verge of doing some creep shit? Like not like nasty nigga shit, like
No,
don't like nothing illegal.
Well, obviously draw that line, but I'm gonna say like I don't want you to put a cap on it. Like let niggas reveal themselves.
Yeah, but okay, sure. Like you was on the verge of doing creep shit, and you was like, you know what? That's creepy as fuck. So I'm gonna go first, right? I was wanting
and
to
listeners, this is some safe ass creep shit that you about to say.
Yeah.
But continue.
Recently I was about to
this
say
nigga ain't living the real creep life.
Right. And this is why I'm here. I'm the nigga I am today, right? So like I was originally wanting to send an unsolicited dick pic to my fiance. I had the camera ready. I prepped my piece. I was ready. My piece. I was like, you know what? I'm about to be on some
piece.
I'm about to be on some like real like sometimes I'm trying to spice it up, you know what I'm saying?
Spontaneous shit.
Yeah, but the conversation we had all day was nothing sexual, so there was no there's no open door for me to send a peace pic, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm about to do it. I'm prepping myself, and I'm about to snap the photo. No, I was about to send a video. I was about to be on real creep shit. I was about to be on some real creep shit, right? Send the video,
energy.
And then I thought, well, like, yo, this is wild, bro. Let me calm down. The horny, I think the horny was going crazy for me. The horny was talking to me.
You didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
And you missed a golden opportunity. Now
I missed it.
That is a good example of some very safe creep shit, right? Now I've been working on this joke. It's definitely not fully formed, but the premise of the joke is it's like two streets you could go down. It's the good guy gentleman road. It might be the middle gentleman half nasty nigga mode, and then it's the full creep street, right? Okay. Creep street. And I know that I have creepiness in me because I always see creep street. Like I see the opportunities to be creepy, and I choose to go down the other road. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Because Creep Street is a street that niggas choose to turn down every day, bro. Like, niggas will follow women around. Niggas will send unsolicited dick pics. Niggas be on Creep Street. Have addresses on Creep Street. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my address to be Creep Street. But now I can't say as a man, I can't say I have never looked down Creep Street. And I can't say that I have not been to the corner of Creep Street and Gentleman Street and stood on it for a little and then be like, all right, I'm going this way. Because, you know, like the horniness is real and it could take over you. You might end up doing some shit that's not really you because you're fucking close to Creep Street. But we're all close to Creep Street. Women are close to Creep Street. Everybody could be close to Creep Street. But if I'm thinking about an instance, the creepy thing I did. So I had a premise outside of the joke that obviously I don't want to appreciate, but if you like with your fiance, you have leeway to do some creepy shit.
Yeah, of course.
That's your fiance. You've been with her for years. You live with her day in and day out. You can walk around naked. You can come up behind her. You can sneak up behind her. You can grab her. You can do all that shit. You know, in a different context, you can't do that because it's not your lady. But with somebody that you have a rapport with, you can get creepy shit off in a healthy way to where it's no longer creep shit. Yeah. So, damn, I don't even know if I want to say this. I mean, I said it when we was talking about it earlier, but I don't know if I want to say it now to record it. I had a friend. No, it's okay. It was many years ago. Had a friend. I was in the store with the friend, and I was filming the friend walk around the store when I was with them. And this is not the friend like I was talking about before. Like, this is just somebody that you was cool with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's creepy. You can't be filming niggas you don't know.
That's creepy. Yeah, that's creepy.
But I felt like I could do it because it was someone I knew. And I was with them. We went to the store together.
Okay.
That's something creepy that
have she was built right?
Yes.
I mean, listen, it's not creepy. It's you are on the corner of Creep Street right there, right? You're in the corner.
Yes.
You haven't taken a tour yet, you know what I'm saying? That's like the first level. Like you're at the corner house of Creep Street.
Yeah, I did not call a realtor and schedule a tour or go to an open house. I never want to be because like, bro, we're like we talked about sex earlier. Like it's some deviant shit going on out here, player. It's some nasty shit. It's some things that like I don't want to be because sort of, and especially I have a past, you know what I'm saying? I want to always walk the straight and narrow and be the guy that I am. I'm saying be my true self, which is a stand-up individual that, you know what I'm saying, that lives his life by morals and ethics and doesn't do unethical things when it comes to women. I don't want to be that guy. I'm not that guy. But right. Like, for instance, I can spot it. I can spot something from a distance, right?
Okay.
And you could do something where you're like, I'm going to wait here for it to get to me so that I could creep. But you know what? Even if you spot it from this, I'm like, nigga, I'm not even going. You know, matter of fact, I'm going to tell you a creep story. This is not my creep story. 100%. This is not. I had a friend. They found out where a girl worked at, a girl that they wanted to talk to. But they were not in contact with the girl. Didn't have her number, didn't have no way to get in contact with her, but knew where she worked at. So they waited outside where she worked at to accidentally bump into them. Like, for hours.
He ain't got no job, nigga?
It was the summertime.
Okay.
And this was in our youth before we were probably like adults. This was late teens, early 20s. So you had all day to do some creep shit.
Yeah, all day.
He literally did this. And he told me, and I was like, nigga, that's creepy. Nigga, like, you telling me you saw where Shorty worked and you really just waited outside her job? And then instead of literally fake bumped into her. Now, some people might see that as, I just created opportunity. But it's the amount of time, like literally you waited. She wasn't at her job when you got there. You waited for her to show up for hours.
Oh, she wasn't even there when you got there. So you were there before her shift started.
Literally you stalked somebody. That's
stalking. Because in a rom-com, that might be romantic, right?
But in real life,
that's creepy. Stalking. That's, you know what? We're gonna do this is our homework. Let's just watch a couple rom-coms, right? And let's just point out the creepy shit that's quote unquote romantic.
Oh, my nigga. They're filled with creepy shit. That's why, but see, that's why a lot of niggas get led astray, because with television and shit will kind of make some things that are creepy look like they could be normalized. That's that word to get normalized.
Because that sounds like some shit they would do in a rom-com. Wait outside of somebody's fucking job. And then
Look, in his head, he might have been like, "This is romantic. I'm gonna create my opportunity with the girl." And on a level, I could see that, but on the level of you waiting for hours, I know that nigga, you was really thirsty. Like you was like, that's like the most like, bro, hours, my nigga. That's different than like crazy. Asking somebody for somebody's number. You know what I'm saying? And then reaching out to them. My nigga, you waited and you laid in wait in the bushes.
Yeah, that's creepy, bro. That's real creepy. Yeah.
Creep niggas, bro. But it's like it goes back to that sex drive and that lust that's in people, man. Like we see it every day. We see all these politicians doing nasty creep shit, calling prostitutes. You know what I'm saying? Underage girls, creep shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's creep shit is very prevalent, and it's like I really try to stay away from even living on that wavelength. Like I said, like I'll see Creep Street because I got a little bit in. Like I can't sit here and say that I don't see it, but I would never exploit. I would never go down there. Like I'm not going over there. Like you know what I'm saying? I know what goes on over there.
There's a fine line. Like you can live on the corner of Creep Street, like that middle street you said, like the Creep Street, the corner.
I don't think you should live on the corner. You might go to the corner.
They go to the corner, right? Like so, like you're adjacent to it because there are baby creeps shit, like sending the dick pic. Maybe if it's solicited dick pic, that's creep shit. But you know, it's solicited.
It's not creepy
right?
if she asked for a dick pic, bro.
All right, well,
that's not creepy. She's being solicited
dick,
and you're
sending
unsolicited.
Okay, sending unsolicited dick pics to your wife or fiance. That's kind of creep shit, right? To any random.
No, there's nothing creepy. That's your fiance. She didn't sing your dick before, bro.
But it's unsolicited. That's creepy.
That's your privilege as a partner.
We could have been just talking about taxes that day, and like
so
I just
what? You don't need no context to get nasty with your person. They probably invite that. That's the spice, right? You told me you trying to spice it.
Right, but that's what happens when you have a person. That's when you have a person, right?
But that's the privilege. Like, shawty's like that's obviously no. We're not saying nobody owns somebody, but that's your ass, nigga. You could grab it when you see it standing in the kitchen. That's not creepy. But if you do that to someone you don't know, that's creepy.
You know what I also thought about was creepy, like the nigga that would be like wouldn't say shit to a joint, but then would text him later, like I saw you at the party. That's like baby creep shit.
That is baby creep shit. That's like I saw you, but nigga, why don't you come say hi, nigga? Because you're a little creepy.
That's a little creepy, right? That's a little creepy.
That's baby creepy. Yes, that's baby creepy. Niggas be shy for real. That's what people.
I'm gonna tell you that I did that before. I did that before. I was shy.
You was shy.
I was in high school, right? And me and this girl, this is when I was in DECA, right? What DECA was the marketing, like, you know, extracurricular activity, right? So this is girl like I met during some of the like little competitions or whatever. She went to like Centerville. Centerville is another school out, and
for reference, people, it's like 40 minutes away from our high school.
Right, you know.
Same county though.
Yeah, still Fairfax County, right?
Yeah, that's Fairfax.
Yeah. So we had been talking on Facebook when I know we had seen each other. You know, we got our numbers and stuff like that. We were talking, and we had met. We were going to there was like this big DECA meetup, and I purposely saw her looking at me, and I was walking and she was walking out.
You act like you didn't see her.
Act like I didn't see her. Yo, I was pussy, son. I was pussy. And then I tried to like hit her back up on Facebook to like the next maybe like 15 minutes later, like where you at? She was like, I saw you see me. Why you didn't say nothing? I didn't respond back. And it was
bro, because niggas get like you just not born like I guess some niggas are just very gregarious and very whatever. Yeah. But some niggas, when you first start out with your shit, like you shy, bro. Like it's some shy, bro.
I had to grow into this person. I had to grow into the man I am.
Yeah, like you growing too hard. But like, son, when I was in the 8th grade, it was a joint I knew that was sucking dick, right? Like she was just sucking anybody's dick. All you had to do was ask her, and she was sucking dick, right? I was mad nervous. Like I was like, I know this girl's, and I was already cool with her. It's not like it was a girl I didn't know. There's like, yo, shorty that you don't know sucking dick. No, I knew her. We had class together, all this shit. And I was just mad nervous to ask her for head. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's not the best example of being nervous. But before you like get experience and you take those denials and you go out there and you put yourself out there, because as men, you're supposed to put yourself out there, or like, you know what I'm saying? You at least got to go after what you want, but you don't want to stalk nobody, or you don't want to prey on nobody, but you do got to go after what you want. So, you know what I'm saying? Like that shyness is real, bro. Like I was scared to get head because I never had head before. So I was scared.
Well, I mean, that is like that as well as the how do you politely ask for head?
But see, this is what I'm saying though. Niggas, you ain't have to be polite. Like this is what, like at this point, like this is when niggas was like, there's nobody more savage than like a 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old boy.
Nasty.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, we talk about Me Too. We talk about Me Too. The shit that we was doing at that age, and everyone remembers that age. Like middle school, early high school, like niggas were set. Nigga, I would say anything. Like after I got over that shyness, I would say anything to anybody. Like any girl. I would say, bro, it was some shit I did. This was probably when I was 19 or so. I went back, you know, like Facebook, when I was on Facebook, it would save your messages. And I went back and read a thread of how I was talking to this girl one time. I was like, nigga, who the fuck do I think that I am? Like, I was like, yo, I was saying some of the, bro, literally typing the wildest shit. And let's not get into the chat rooms, the shit niggas was saying when you was anonymous.
Oh, it's wild. It's wild,
I am
boy.
so proud. I'm very proud of the man that I am today. That kid, that nigga that didn't know shit could take his lumps and then actually become somebody that has an understanding of how you should be in the world to be respected. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be respected. I don't want to be a clown. I don't want to be I like making jokes, but I don't want to be a fucking clown. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be somebody that's like, I don't want to be a creep. I don't want to be a predator. I don't want to be none of that shit. I want to be a upstanding gentleman player.
That's a good word. That's a good acronym for that. Upstanding.
I'm trying like player. Upstanding, bro. Like I want to be who I say I am.
The creep is real, bro. Like
the creep is not who he says he is, because the creep disguises himself.
Well, that's the problem with a lot of men, right? They disguise themselves in their creepiness in other ways. Of it's either their money or their bravado or their swag or shit like that to cover up the insecure nigga, the nasty nigga that's in them, right? And it's got to be our job as players to weed these niggas out for our women, so they don't have to deal with them.
But you know what I think about?
But so then that's kind of the creep.
But I want you to finish what you're saying. I got to form this thought.
Because you brought it to me, you using the word creep street got me thinking about The Wire, right? Mm-hmm. We had all the drug dealing in one spot, Amsterdam. Mm-hmm. I think as a man community, we need to get all the creep niggas and put them into one spot called Creepsterdam. And it's gotta be our responsibility to weed out creepy niggas, even if it's our friends. Because 100%. we can't have that as a stain on us as a sex, you know what I'm saying? Because we get sent her every day. And a lot of the gripe from women is like niggas don't hold creepy niggas accountable.
Yeah, like niggas be like, y'all let niggas get away with that shit.
And it's something that, like, you know, I've thought about that. Like, have I seen some creepy shit from somebody and I didn't hold them accountable? And I said no, because our friend group, for the most part.
But that was a lie, though. You think that was you think that's 100% true?
Oh, I don't think our friend group does a lot of creepy shit though.
Well, I would say this. This is when shit gets kind of blurred, right? Creepy shit is nasty, but not all nasty shit is creepy. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, yeah, follow me. So like, it's some shit that is nasty, but ain't really creepy because like I said, you got consent or you doing it with parties that are down with the shit. Because niggas is nasty.
Yes.
But niggas know, niggas know where to go to get that shit off safely.
Yes.
And some niggas frequent strip clubs. Some people, you know what I'm saying, they just find people that are into what they're into. So I can kind of agree with you on what you're saying about that like you've never witnessed no creepy shit, but you done seen some nasty shit. But you like, well,
I've seen some nasty shit. I've seen some nasty shit. Yes.
and they're consenting with that shit. So like, that's what I was kind of trying to form my thought about. Is like, I don't want creepy and nasty to be conflated. I don't
Well,
want them to come
I
together.
think nasty is creepiness with consent. I think.
Yeah, because you found somebody that's in that same bag with you, and it's like there's nothing like, bro. We all are nasty. We all do things sexually or not that if someone that you don't want nobody to know about, or you just want to do behind closed doors, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's some shit that you'll do in your bedroom that you're just not gonna let everyone know about, right? Just like you say, woman in the streets, freak in the streets. You want to be the same way for man, like whatever that would be. You know what I'm saying? You want to be that way. Like, you don't want to just walk around and everybody just be able to spot on you like, oh, this is nasty. But it's like we all have our shit. Bro, we all have our shit. And now you might have divulged some of the things to your friends and not everything to your friends. We know what everybody is kind of done, but we don't really know. I don't know what bag you really get into when it's your time to just really let yourself go. And we don't know that with anybody, but we know that if you have somebody that you with and what y'all do behind closed doors, it's up to y'all. So I just want to make sure that's separate from creepy shit, because creepy shit is ill-advised, unwanted shit.
Well, I think we answered. We broke down the gray area. Nasty is creepy shit with consent. That's the answer. That's the lesson for the day.
Yeah, man. Because, bro, like listen, women and men alike, bro. I be on the internet and I stumble across shit, and I'll be like, oh, they're all jiggy with all of this shit that's going on. Like, they're jiggy, he's jiggy, she's jiggy. They do that, and I'll be like, and there's no shame in it. You know what I'm saying? There's no shame in it, but there should be shame in niggas being creepy, niggas following women, niggas stalking women on. Oh, bro, matter of fact, I gotta tell this story too, bro. Instagram, bro. Two separate women that I follow. I'm not close to either one of them, but they made a public post about a nigga that was sending them, like you said, unsolicited dick pics. The one dude, she said he was sending her porn videos with girls that resembled her. He was sending her videos of him having sex with other girls. And this is like all unsolicited. And she said this has been going on for years. And she's even warned his friends about him, told his friends that he was doing that to try to get him to stop. And she made a public post on her feed, adding the nigga, putting his shit, putting a picture of him. And I don't think she put any of the messages, but she was literally talking about, this nigga has been stalking me for this long. He's been doing this, and this, and this, and this. And then it was another girl with a very similar story with the same type of shit. This nigga has been sending me masturbation videos of him and himself, sending me porn shit, videos. So that goes on too. And that's completely ill-advised, bro. That shit, like, you have a problem at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, before that point, you have a problem for you. Like, when someone says no, they don't want you, you really need to have the ability to let that shit go and move on with your life, and not to stalk nobody, not to continue to send sexual things to somebody that you may have dealt with in the past, but no longer dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? Or you may have known at one point in your life, but then they really got to know you and they're done with you. You know what I'm saying? You need to do that. Like, bro, to be an actual player. Players play and you win or you lose. And you do both with the same grace. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you really bust somebody's ass on, you know what I'm saying, you can pat yourself on the back. Like you say, you in the gym, you get a good pump on, you can give yourself a little praise. But yeah. Fucking crazy, man. Nigga got fully exposed like that.
I mean, hey. That's why I say, like, it shouldn't be up to women to it should be up to everybody to expose niggas.
See, and that's that fuck ass, fake ass woman empowerment shit from the men's side. Cause you know, like niggas be like, I support women and they doing all this shit just try to get some pussy. No, like nigga, I'm really like trying to protect women because that's what men do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'll protect a stranger. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll protect, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to protect people who are who are vulnerable or people who are in a situation where you can. You know what I'm saying? On some superhero shit. We black superheroes. But I ain't jumping in front of a bullet or nothing.
Shit. You know Sam Wilson?
Sam Wilson, damn. So stop talking. They doing Sam dirty, bro.
Listen, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the show. I watched it. So if listeners, to wrap this up, you know, I this week I watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I enjoyed it. I think there is a lot of relevancy in this the show with Sam being obviously black, and he got bestowed the Captain American's, you know, the shield, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was some wild shit to me, right? I'm gonna get these off, and I'm just gonna continue on with my day. This nigga saved the world, and he can't get a small business loan.
Yo, real
what kind of shit is that,
bro? Nigga getting railroaded.
I saved the fucking world, and I can't get a $20,000 loan. Why do I even have to ask for a loan?
Still nigga.
Still nigga. But that's another thing about the government, right? Like, I've been felt this way. Like, the government don't take care of its veterans. How many veterans you see on the street? It just makes sense. Like, if I save the world, I don't gotta pay for shit for the rest of my life. My family gotta pay for shit.
Not in America.
Crazy.
That's 100% true. And on the real side, bro, it's so many veterans that I hear talk shit about the VA, like veteran affairs. Like, they be like, the VA this, VA that, VA ain't shit. I'm like, damn, all of these niggas can't be just disgruntled. Some of these niggas gotta be telling the truth. Yeah.
And then we talked about the suit was okay until the headpiece. That was garbage.
Yeah. He should have just had the goggles, and that's it.
Yeah. And so I think Marvel does a great job of creating relatable villains, right? The woman, I forgot her name, Carly, whatever her name is.
Carly Morgenthau.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. She was a great villain.
Mm-hmm.
And not in the sense of like she's causing destruction, because she has a noble cause what you can believe in. So that's where villains are superheroes. They just are a little bit more radicalized.
Yeah, and they got a smaller demographic, because like she had followers, like she had people that was rocking with her, and like even Sam was understanding her point, but they was just all about how you gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing terrorist shit to get your point, but when you really think about it, like, bro, we can real world shit. When you look at Al Qaeda or like all these Islamic terrorists that they try to put, they are like, nah, y'all been bombing and occupying our country for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is a side to the evil people that you at least have to acknowledge sometimes. Now, the means that you go by going to get some shit can be pure evil. But I think it all starts with some feeling of injustice. Now, whether the feeling is valid or not, because, you know, we got these motherfucking mass shooters that go around America doing terrorist acts where their feelings of injustice are fucking not valid at all.
Right.
Like, no, there's no truth to you feeling like, oh my God, I've been wrong. No, my nigga, you're just a weak individual who don't know how to take the lumps of life, and you decided to do some terrorist shit.
Right.
But but I just want to say this, since you talk, we get into a little Marvel geek mode. I think there's hope for the suit, because they're coming back. It's going to be Captain America and the Winter Soldier now, because it's no longer going to be Falcon. He's going to be Captain America. But if you look back to the first, and I don't like Captain America as a character. I'm not a fan of the white superhero like that. But his suit, if you look at Captain America's suit in the first Avengers movie, that shit sucked too. And we see how they adapted his suit and they made it more like military shit. He had, you know what I'm saying, the pants were different. He was in fucking tights and shit in the first one. And they even made fun of it in Endgame. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How bad the suit was. So hopefully the suit progresses for Sam Wilson, the black character, because, you know, we don't got a lot of black superheroes, or we don't get a lot of on-screen black superheroes. Actually, we get a good share, but not, you know what I'm saying? We get a good share. We had Black Panther, we had War Machine, we have Sam Wilson, but, you know, like, so hopefully they get the suit right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was I enjoyed it. It was a little bit, I didn't like there was 6 episodes, but, you know, that's neither here.
Yeah, it was 7. It was 7 maybe. That's why I thought that. That's why.
It was
okay,
6.
it was 6. Damn, see, But I think WandaVision was like that too. WandaVision wasn't 10.
Yeah.
But see, that's why what I would say, that's why I thought that the Invincible shit was short too. Cause I was like, damn, they've been doing 7 episode joints. So
yeah.
But hey, shout out to you. You gave me a little surprise for Sunday night. I'm gonna watch 90 Day Fiance and
Invincible. I was literally on my phone. 90 Day Fiance, Happy After Ever.
Happily Ever After.
That's the one, baby.
Let's go.
The one.
I'm fully locked into all of this shit, nigga. I'll be watching the regular joint, then I'll be watching the Pillow Talk joint. I still could go back and watch all the other seasons on Hulu.
Bro, let me tell you, whole time. You know they have on Discovery Plus, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's their extra subscription service. They have a 90
Oh yeah, Discovery Plus. Yeah.
And it's like the niggas that were on 90 Fiance that are living a single life. So like the nigga with this nigga Ed and
the Spanish girl that was with the dude that was from North Carolina. Colty be out here piping Jones on the low.
He be getting jumps, son. Like, son, he be getting bitches, son.
But see, cause listen, I'll be doing that shit now. Like, say I'll be watching 90 Fiance. I will literally Google, are they still together? You know what I'm saying?
I go to the IG. I look on IG, son.
Oh yeah, you go on the Instagram. You go. I'll be like, let me find. You know who my nigga was? Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Yeah, he said, baby love.
Bro, did we just create a 90 Day Fiance podcast?
Nigga, we might need to do a special 30-minute 90 Day Fiance recap every week. I'm down, nigga. That show is crap, nigga. Or we could just do a whole TLC joke because my 600-pound life be having me hooked. Yeah. Nigga, my 600-pound life, these fat motherfuckers be pissing me off. I'm like, nigga, it's like I don't know how I only lost 6 pounds. Bitch, you been eating. Like, what are you talking about?
Yo, they be
come on, son.
Crazy. Like, it's like you shouldn't be doing that. You know you shouldn't be doing
Come on, son.
Nigga eat a pizza at 9 a.m. Nigga eat a large pizza at 9
a.m.
And
the one fat nigga had me blown. The nigga that had the tab with the ice cream, man.
Yeah.
This nigga had a tab. He said, and that's breakfast. I'm like, nigga, you just ate 4 ice creams, 5 chips, and talk about that's breakfast. Only in America can some fat ass shit like that, bro. I said, this is my last thing about this. You got me hyped now. There was a 600-pound life where the shorty ended up homeless. And I was like, son, she's food. Someone needs to cut her ass up and eat her. Because that is some good meat. Shorty was like, nigga, she's all fat. I was like, the fat give her flavor. Because if she was in the wild, she is food. You cannot survive. You are food. Literally, you cannot move. You can't fight off no attackers. You are food. You can't even walk. And I don't want to be insensitive to fat people. I know people have their place. Everybody got their shit. You know what I'm saying? But
they need to come back with what's my man? The Dominican nigga.
The nigga from Chantel?
Yeah, Family Chantal. They need to come back with Chantal, nigga. They only got 2 seasons after the brother got married. They need to come back and they went to the Philippines.
The brother dry as a bitch.
Bruh, son. Bruh.
That nigga so dry.
That nigga, you talking about manipulative? That nigga is manipulative. That older brother.
Like, because he got the little Filipino jump.
Straight on the screen. Like, niggas is like, yo, this lady be like, you didn't say that to me? He be like, no.
And he's like, well, you said that to me. They'll show him saying like, he's like, so you didn't tell me that you didn't think the baby was yours? He'd be like, nigga, you clearly said it. Your sister ain't gonna make this shit up. And he'd be like, look, all right, son, he's so fucking dry. So fucking dry. TLC, bro, we're gonna start this podcast now. You done gave me 30 minutes a week. We're gonna probably do 90, start out with 90 Fiance, and we could hashtag off into other, branch off into other shit.
I need to catch up on the newest season because I'm still trying to get emotionally involved with the newest cast. Like there's a nigga from Dinwiddie, the white man from the
no, son, he I don't even know how to explain him. He really, it's like not his first piece of pussy, but he really love that pussy, and he's like doing whatever he can do, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he has some of the things that past people on the show have. Like they'll like, okay, I'm bringing you over to the country, and we're gonna move in with our parents. But if you look at shorty that had to do from Israel, they started off like that. They moved in with her parents while they got his visa, all that shit straight. And then they eventually got their own home, and now they have kids, and they look like they're doing fine. They on the Pillow Talk shit now. I can't remember their names. But
yeah, the joint from Israel, she got like the cerebral palsy or what is it? Where she like goes.
She do?
The joint from Israel, right? Like she's married to the dude from Israel, right? She's from like
Yeah.
Florida. Yeah, she's got like
she got cerebral palsy. Oh, she
no,
does.
she got Tourette's. She got Tourette's.
Okay, well, see, now that's the one. So I started watching that season, but I fell off because I had to finish this new season, and then I started watching before the 90 days. Then I had to watch both of the. So listen, I'm into this shit. This is like my guilty pleasure, bro.
Listen, bro. Me and my coworker, we talk about this shit when we get when we talk when we find time to talk. We talk about 90 Day Fiance, bro. Listen. That's primetime television, bro.
Bro, the greatest. Whoever's the producers of these shows, they need an Emmy. I don't know if they got one.
They keep working, and they don't never listen.
COVID, everything.
What COVID, niggas? We still gonna get these shots,
bro. And then they even was like, "Fuck it, we're gonna do the Pillow Talk shit." So the Pillow Talk was genius, because I'll be watching, watch the episode again. I'll be like, let me see what these people start. And I fuck with the nigga from New York that live in Florida with the Dominicans on.
Yeah.
The nigga with the ponytail.
Yeah.
That nigga funny. And
he got another baby on the way with her.
That nigga fertile. They said that nigga got 5 kids.
He got like 5 kids.
He didn't know about it. He didn't find out till like halfway through the season he got 5 kids.
For the listeners, this is the Dominican. This is nigga from New York.
I'm gonna give you his name.
Girl from the Dominican. He got on a
cruise
to the Dominican Republic. Met her for like 6 hours, married her that same day, and got back on the cruise and flew her out.
Yep. Married her ass.
I mean, they're still together though, so that's love, right?
Exactly. So these couples be actually rocking out, having babies and shit. Like that's what these people actually be living with each other.
So I think that's what I'm watching tonight. Happily After Ever After. Happily Ever
After.
Yeah,
I think it's
the one.
Yeah, we actually kind of missed it. You know, catch it. Oh, Robert and Annie. Robert.
Yeah.
Robert.
I need to figure out what my nigga Coty up to. You know what I'm saying?
Coty be doing some shit on the low. I don't know what the fuck Coty be doing. And it's a nigga from Virginia Beach on there. He got a joint who got
I've been up to it. I just can't. I just haven't emotionally attached to him yet.
The dude from Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
He's funny, but I was like, nigga, he need to let his hairline go. He holding on. He be Beijinging that bitch up.
Like he got the joint that want to have like a girlfriend too, right?
Yeah. Shout out to her, man. You know what I'm saying? Different strokes for different folks.
A lot of Virginia love this season, so you know.
You got to do from Dinwiddie, and I realized how close Dinwiddie was when I was coming to fuck with you in Raleigh, and I was driving. I was like, oh shit, Dinwiddie's like right outside of Petersburg.
Yeah, Dinwiddie is in the country. I still, you know what I'm saying? I still haven't found that connection yet, but I'm gonna catch up on the regular one. But Happy After Ever, that's my shit right there.
Oh yeah, I'm on it. Matter of fact, we need to hurry this up so I can get back on my shit. Bro.
Hey, all right. I don't know what else we had on the tab today, to be honest.
That's everything I had written down. Actually, we talked about some extra shit.
I mean, I think we just untapped a new market with a 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, matter of fact, we're gonna pitch it to y'all. And we're gonna see if y'all go bite. We're gonna do a little bit of content. See if that works.
If you the hashtag, just get on the hashtag on Twitter. It's crazy. People fuck with the shit, bro.
Okay, I need to jump on Twitter just like I was on Snowfall. So listen, Snowfall is over. You know what I'm saying?
I need something to watch, right? We need something to watch.
To watch. I got 90 Day Fiance.
Well, listen, I think we just wrapped up our own goddamn show. So,
that works for me.
So, you know, listeners, we'll get back to you on the spiritual moment and things like that because we're about to get messy this week, you know, watching 90 Day Fiance. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Again, our YouTube is out. Terry's been uploading our clips. If you don't want to watch the episode, if you don't want to watch the whole episode, watch the clips. You know what I'm saying? We post on my Instagram. We'll post them on YouTube as well. Follow us on all of our, you know, platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Google Podcasts, you know, all of the above, baby. And subscribe, review, like, share. comment. Let us know what you fucking with. You know, if you're not fucking with us at all, let us know. Let them know. Let us know if our content is dry, that we need to step our game up. You know, let us know. You know what I'm saying? Let us know if you respect
Yeah,
us.
man.
You know, all that good shit. And remember, path to player. There are 3 rules to success. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to the code. And stay dangerous. I want to say thank you again for listening to another episode of Monster Talk, baby. We'll talk to you next week. Peace.
Doses.